Hello, everyone. Today,
Hello.
welcome to another episode of Erudition Generations. Today's topic was brought to you by Sean Anthony.
Indeed.
Oh,
Today we will be talking about working together. In other words, all the times that me, as well as all my brothers, as you can see, have worked together for either a common goal or just to screw each other over. Really depends.
what?
But before all that, we're going to go ahead and let people come in here. So we'll start with a light question. And that question will go to Matthew first.
Okay.
Matthew, what game do you think we worked together best on?
Oh, you said best. Minecraft.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
That's the only time that we tried not to
murder each other.
yeah.
But with Splunker Party.
Yeah. Spunker Party is not the best thing to play as a group. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Whoever created that did not intend for people to go ahead and be like, oh, we'll work together. You know, it was made for
People to suffer.
exactly. Because if one person dies, you have to pretty much be like, well, it's too bad for you. I'm already at the exit.
Yeah, but it teaches you about teamwork and self-preservation. Did you really just go into the topic of working together about video games?
No, it could be also about other things. Because think about it like this. When was the last time that we all made, whenever we make Thanksgiving dinner, what are we doing?
Working together.
Working together.
Yeah, we all have to do something. The two
Well,
little
we're-
ones prepare.
We're trying to, but we're trying to learn. When one of us don't understand something, what are we doing?
Helping each
equally
other,
confused.
basically.
Well, yeah. Especially if it's a math question and you find yourself with only an assumption. You're like, oh, the answers are 40, 48, 50, and 95. The answer is to
Yeah, you just confused the computer.
Okay, I have an idea. Let's talk about our youngest to oldest is what game do you think you're the least helpful in? Papo.
Now we're gonna start with you. You were the one who brought it
you
up.
say,
Yeah, I know, but Papo has done so.
No, you say youngest to oldest. You begin.
Go ahead.
Splunker Party. I have killed multiple of my brothers as a ghost and a human in Splunker Party.
You realize that that's not the goal, right?
I know.
That's
It's
more
just
of
the
a
fact
thing
that
to
y'all
go ahead
never
and.
revive me. You never revive me, so I have to.
Of course not. Because if you're gonna be like, you know what? As soon as you revive me, I'm just gonna decide when I'm going to betray you. And then as a ghost,
Most of the time,
it's like,
y'all
I'm gonna
betray
go around
me
the street.
first.
No.
If I had to go on that topic of Spunker, for those of you that don't know, that is screen. Yeah, I realized that he froze.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, the moment he was trying to think of a math equation, don't try to think up problems, Sean Anthony. It never ends well.
What do you mean? Math is universal.
Yeah, sure. Some forms of math. But if I had to go with Splunker, for those of you that don't know, Splunker and Splunker Party is a game where you and your friends go mining.
And you
By the
Yeah.
end of that game, by the end of that game, you will be
no longer friends.
Yes, you won't be friends after that.
To be fair, it's not really a.
You will have to prevail through the caves, and everybody has to survive and find keys. However, if somebody fails and they have a key, well, now you have to now go pick up the mantle, and hopefully you have oxygen, and you can't jump very far. The whole game is madness.
Yeah.
So that's why they said that, because at some point you're going to fail.
Okay, Elliot.
It's just not trying to fail as a team. So somebody has to go on to the next level, and then the whole team will go. If you don't, well, you fail collectively.
So Elliot, what game do
Why
you
am
think?
I going next?
Because it's
the
youngest.
second
It's
oldest.
youngest
Oh,
oldest.
then why did Teddy?
He was
Because-
explaining one.
Oh, yeah, he was explaining.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because y'all didn't go over what in the world y'all were talking
Okay,
about.
so the game I think I work the least best in is. I don't really think there's a game that I work bad in.
Smash
because
Bros.
Yeah,
I'm a
no.
pretty good
I'm
team
gonna go
player.
ahead and take that as a you work against everybody at almost every game.
No, I'm a pretty good team player.
You couldn't
Smash
decide.
Bros,
That's what that
Fighters.
pause was. It was your evil dictator thoughts coming out and being like, when was the last time I worked together?
Nah, I work together pretty well. I think I'm pretty good at working with people. No, you, Papo. What game is it for you?
Well, I mean, technically, you could have what with a competitive game like I don't know, Super Smash Bros. Or even Mario Party.
I do play a lot of Super Smash Bros.
Because
That
the
does
thing
not
about those
work
games is
together
you
at
are
all.
working against
Yeah,
somebody.
but that isn't really a teamwork game.
What do you mean?
Battles.
Sometimes.
Because no, Matthew, you could go ahead.
Oh, I can go again.
No,
No, you could go
Yeah,
ahead.
he had nothing to add. He was just
No, I can add something.
No,
I just
believe
didn't
Go
want
ahead.
to drag it on.
okay. Then go ahead.
The second game I think I work the least in is Smash Bros. Smash Bros, for anybody who doesn't know, is a game where you can work together and you can also fight at each other. So,
Yeah.
the only reason why I say I don't work together that good in games is because some of the times when I'm on a team with my worst friend, I will get better, but when I'm on a team
Yeah,
with
when you
somebody
working with
good,
anybody else but me, suddenly your skills pick up by 20. You spiked me twice. You hit your final smash, and I was sitting there confused on how all of a sudden your skill went from 10 to 20. Well, and then the next match you got on my team, and we lost horribly and got 3-stocked twice.
Well,
Hey,
your
I
best
feel-
enemy could be your worst. That mean your best friend could be your worst enemy.
Yeah,
Can I go on?
Oh, Lord.
One
You
more.
can go on
No.
over, man.
Okay.
Nah,
Not too long.
it's Teddy's turn. It's Teddy's turn.
Oh yeah.
Did
No,
you
didn't
even
really
explain
It's
yours?
youngest to oldest.
Yeah, you didn't even explain yours.
What you
tried
mean?
to
I
skip.
did.
You tried to skip.
Look.
Hold on,
the
it's
reason
youngest
why,
to oldest. Elliot didn't give his.
Oh no, I did.
He did.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you're not paying
The
attention.
thing about it is the reason why Mario Party and Super Smash Bros is the worst that I'm able to be a team player is because there is team modes on those games. You could go ahead and actually be on a team, but the only problem is
You
why
don't
would I
choose-
want to do that?
Exactly. Y'all don't even choose to be. So
But
let's not.
remember that one game
Let's not
that
even
we
front
played?
that y'all would.
We play team battles sometimes.
I'm-
Like
And yeah, we do team up sometimes. Like for instance, if we're playing
Sometimes.
Mario Party and somebody and a calm is about to win, or somebody came over and now they believe that they're about to have a good experience with Mario Party.
No, they ain't.
or that time we played Uno for a very
Yeah,
very,
that
was
was
not
the,
very long
that was
time.
not teamwork.
that was a nightmare.
That was
Yeah,
like-
that was not
that was
teamwork.
PR.
That was the
No.
opposite of teamwork.
It's because, but we said it constantly. The reason why it went on for so long is because Teddy kept trying to win.
Yeah,
If he
just
would
like,
have
stop
just
trying.
decided to
Teddy, you
hold
could've
on to
just
his
lost.
20 cards, we could have all been gone sooner. But he just kept trying to win, and so everybody in the group said, "You know what? It's too late for that."
I thought the objective was try to win. Anywho,
No, it
No,
tried to
the
lose.
objective
So
is
the
trying
game
to
can
let.
end lead.
I let y'all
Wait.
ramble on for the last 10 minutes about y'all game and how y'all cooperate in games.
But you didn't give me.
That's pretty bad. Y'all went directly towards games for working in.
No,
As a
we
team.
go to games
But
what you
and then
mean?
we
What
go
you
to
mean?
real
I
life.
guess I will say mine. I guess the one that you would be. What was I good at? I'm good.
You have to name the baddest.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
the worst.
That's neither.
Oh, please.
You know that's a lie.
Nah.
Whatever y'all
Why
say,
y'all out at Teddy? What he
whenever
do?
y'all say that, oh, I'm not bad at, I work well with everyone in almost every game. Yeah, like I believe that for even a moment.
Uno.
If I had to say the least one that I would, the worst one that was recent, that would probably have
We're
been
talking about all times.
of all
Okay,
times.
do
I would
we
have
do-
to
yeah.
say still, it would have been Call of Duty.
Understandable.
Yeah, that's understandable.
When
Call of
all of
Duty
us-
is a
When all of us
skill-based
were
game
playing,
for the most part.
nobody really knew until too late. We did get the hang of it, but
Yes.
for a while there, I was really bad. Dragon.
Man, we really trying to. Apparently, the dang on network just don't like you and Matthew. As soon as you said Call of Duty, it was like, yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It might still stream from YouTube fine,
But yeah,
the internet's like that. It's supposed to be cloudy in some places. It might rain. We never know. It's Colorado.
It might snow.
Okay, now that we all talked about what video games we were.
yeah.
the
Now
worst
we get
at.
into the real topic.
Yeah.
Now that we're at 12 minutes, we can go ahead and start talking about what the real subject of today: how you work together. Period. We ain't talking about just games no more. We covered that. Now we gonna talk about how we work together as a united front. In
Okay.
other words, no, you're gonna have to wait for. Well, I asked the question. You ain't gonna try to make yourself get painted in a good light. We about to go. I'm about to ask the question of. We gonna ask the questions that I know y'all ain't ready for. Like for instance, how good do y'all think y'all work together with each other? And I'm going to name someone for for the person I ask. In other words, Matthew, how well do you think you work with Elliot?
Besides from Smash Bros, in real.
Not in general.
We work pretty good as a team, except we don't do it as much.
What about Teddy? You look the entirely wrong way.
Teddy is worried.
Okay. I worked together with Teddy. Yeah, I did help him get cobblestone, and I did help him with his fish tank. A good five.
What does cobblestone have to do with
Originally, you said I worked together with Elliot pretty well. You didn't have a rating for that. You have a rating for Teddy. Well, Teddy, apparently you're a 5. Nope, you can't change it.
I was going to say, it's a 6.
Nah, it's too late. It's too late. You didn't have ratings. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and skip me because as we all know, I work perfect with everybody.
Nah.
Isn't that what you and
You
Elliot
work-
said, Teddy?
No.
Sure.
But no, the thing about today is the reason I really wanted to bring this up is because as we've seen in the world today, it's really hard for people to work together on a united front because of the fact that everybody has a different opinion and everybody has a different method that they want to follow, which means everybody has an alter motive. So you never know who's genuine and who really wants something else in return. Because let me ask you, how often do any of y'all, let me put it like this. How often does your want coincide with someone else's want?
Me and Elliot's want an all rate of 10 to 10.
No.
10
How
out.
often do you think that you and Ellie are on the same page?
Majority of the time. I'm because as Elliot, it can get dad to get
share.
Elliot can get dad to get us candy. We can get dad to get us candy.
I mean, I wouldn't call that as much teamwork as I'd say swindling dad, but
Wait.
you can phrase it that way too. I don't think
We're
That's probably not a good thing to say. Knowing that he gonna watch this and he gonna be like, "Oh, you swindling me."
we work together pretty well. We're on the same page majority of the time. Like when I said, "Hey Elliot, you want to make a duo Terraria world?" And for those who do not know, Terraria is a game.
Yeah, Matthew, we're not really just talking about
we're not
games.
talking
We're
about
talking about
Yeah, your reality.
Look what you've done, Elliot. You've been
No,
caught.
we're not swindling.
that was just a lag spike. I
That-
actually said asking our sweet father for some candy for our greatness that we have been.
Yeah.
Throughout
Good luck
this
with
week.
that. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Yes, we ask our sweet father for some candy every time we go to the mall. Oh, and
Okay.
successfully
I'll
get it.
go
But
next.
Teddy,
because-
oh no, I'm gonna have Teddy go next because he's right next to Matthew. Teddy, how often do you think me and your motivations collide?
Yeah, about a 7. I would say that because we're all siblings, we live in the same house, and for a lot of people, that's not common. People that are older, because we're like legal adults, they don't really live together, or not for too long. So you're right now, you should be in agreement of, hey, let's get this done because it benefits both me and you in our living situation.
And if you don't,
Because if you don't, well, then you both struggle and suffer. So I would say about a 7. Whatever you want to do, I'm usually up for. Because let me tell you, I would not have chosen to grow no plants.
you can't choose numbers,
Not willingly.
Papa says.
No, I'll allow it because Teddy did the first said yeah, a lot, and then the very next
name
person,
no situation.
yeah, and then the very next person he goes, "Well, we work together at a 5."
Takes a long sip of water that just randomly appeared.
But Ellie, you go ahead now.
Okay, now it's my turn. The question is, who do I pick? You know what? I'll just go through all.
Oh no, that's a question for me.
Dang.
How often do you think you coincide your how often do you think your motivations coincide with Matthew?
See, Matthew, I've known Matthew his whole life
Oh no.
because I'm obviously his brother. But I think we collaborate on a good. I'll give him an 8 because we do play games, collaborate a lot. But also when we went to that laser tag at Boondocks thing, we was doing real good because me and May, we know how to work together. Matthew was on the stairs acting as a sniper, sniping people who came up the stairs, and
Yeah, I
I was
know.
running around getting points on the ground. And we both collected a nice share of points before the game ended. We didn't get number 1, but there was like some grown adults there, so we were at a disadvantage.
Yeah,
But
scary.
y'all, me and Matthew, we did pretty good.
They were sketchy. A
But
mix of
speaking
shady and
of
scary.
teamwork, I'm not gonna forget what you did, Pablo.
And what would that be?
Remember the parkour, the jump rope,
Oh,
and where did you go?
Yeah, I
You
don't
went
want to
to
talk about
cheerlead?
that one.
At the bottom. I look back down. You at the
Oh,
bottom
wait.
with that. You got it, Elliot.
Elliot,
know
we
what
do
you're
have to
talking
explain
about.
what Boondocks is, because
Oh,
most of our
Boondocks
viewers.
is like it's like this arcade slash
Outdoor activity place.
yeah, outdoor activity place.
Yes.
They got mini golf, bowling, parkour, water sports, I don't know.
Go-karts.
Go-karts. Yeah, they have go-kart racing. And that's about
It's
all.
an entertainment center.
Yes.
Entertainment center.
But the thing about it is, as you all have stated, y'all work pretty well together. But now comes the real question. Because the thing about it is, as you all have stated, you all work together. Sometimes your desires align, and as a result, you're able to work together for a common goal. But let me ask you, how much do you think, if you're only able to trust people at a certain amount, because as Teddy said, he trusts his desires coincide with some people's only a couple 5% of the time or so. Oh, 5% out of 10 times. Because
I
the
said
thing about
7.
it is, oh, all right. Well, let's go ahead and say that then.
See,
If
if
you're-
your collaboration points just went down because of that.
Yeah, but no, if you work together with somebody, if you work together with somebody in this house, 70% of the time, and then 70% of the time, your goals align with somebody, so you're able to work with a common goal. How do you think that would work outside the house? Do you think you would be able to work with somebody, even if you've known them for not as long as your brothers, but just long enough? Do you think you could actually work with that person? And do you think their desires, their goals would coincide with yours, Matthew?
No,
And why is that?
because I trust my brothers more than some random stranger that I
No.
barely
Let's
have
go
ever-
ahead and say it like this. Let me give you an example. Let's say your friend wants you to
Jimmy.
yeah, let's say your friend's Jimmy. Let's say your friend Jimmy wants you to help him start a business, and all of a sudden some business funds go missing. Do you honestly trust Jimmy to not have taken that money more than you would trust, even if you've known him for at least half the time that you know me, E, and all the rest of your family?
How much money?
I would trust Jimmy more. He has a good amount of money, and
No, it's
It's
y'all
already money.
shared money. It's a
Oh,
shared
yeah.
amount of money.
I would trust him 100% of the way. And he is also very rich.
So in other words, you ain't gonna doubt him at all.
Papa, I wanted you to name
I
him
guess
Jimmy.
that's Matthew's answer.
Papa, I wanted you to name him Jimmy as the Mr. Beast Jimmy.
No. I should have seen it coming.
Nope, too late. Too late.
Yeah, it's too late. That's forever now.
Dang it.
I am falling out of the chair.
But Elliot, it's your turn now. Would you trust that person?
Labama.
Why asking these questions?
See, Obama kind of shady. Because one, I don't remember there being like 2K missing out of our funds, our shared funds. So I'm gonna go up to Alabama and we're gonna talk. And if I find the money in their personal bank account, then let's just say Alabama and me, we're not gonna have a shared bank account no more.
So you're saying that you wouldn't really trust him as much?
As you would me.
Yeah.
That's probably a good thought, because the thing about Matthew's answer was he's pretty much got to trust Jimmy all the way. But the thing about it is that trust can be used against you, because Jimmy might have a whole different motivation for why he most likely took the money. Because if it's just
he's
you
taking
two,
money?
yeah, I
He's
just said
taking
that.
Oh, I'm no.
Some money went missing in your joint funds.
Oh no, he's gone. Don't ask where. He's gone.
Anyway, Teddy, what about
you?
you?
Take the money.
You can go ahead and make up whatever name you want for the person, since Elliot and Matthew have chosen.
By the way,
No.
that was a joke. I do not want to. I do not want
I'm-
to make people disappear.
There's a reason that people usually share accounts with their family because it's all an interworking system. If somebody does something wrong, the other person usually knows right away or gets told on. But sometimes family don't work like that. But I would trust family more than I would trust my friend, that because clearly I've known my family almost all my life. I don't really know you like that.
Yeah.
And you don't want to put too much trust in anybody. That usually leads to disappointment and failure.
Mm-hmm. You see your family always almost every day. You don't see Labama every day. You see them like once a week, and that's because they run the hot dog stand near
It's
your place.
also
You don't see
Gave
Jimmy
Obama
every
an
day.
entire
It's also
personality
why-
and a job.
for the fact that you see, even on the news today, apparently loneliness is becoming an epidemic.
Well,
I
I-
don't have to not correct.
no, the thing about that is, when people say that loneliness is becoming an epidemic, the question really is, because think about what I just said. How do you interact with others? Depending on what you do, that might be why you're alone. Because if you're around people, you think I am superior to you all. You all should be bowing whenever I walk into the room. Of course, you're not gonna have friends. Who's gonna want to be like, yes, everyone kneel.
I'll explain myself in a minute. Dan says, I think you all work together when you want to work together, but often you are working from opposite ends, and that is true.
Yeah,
Sometimes
because it's not
Remember
fun to
that.
work
He does
together.
not say
It's fun to tear your family down. So when they
I
find you when you're sleeping,
I don't know why the feed wasn't recognized. It comes. I
Yeah.
hope that because from our end it says that people aren't watching
Yeah.
or interacting,
It says
and
that-
that's fine. Some people catch the recording, but it is an interactive, and we want to keep it interactive. So please understand that if you're typing something that's not coming through, we don't see it and right now, but we may respond later after the video back in the comment sections.
We'll always try to get back to the people who are trying to interact, because we fully support people trying to interact. Because if anything, this is more of a thing for everyone out there, because this is a collaboration with us and anyone else who wants to join in on the conversation.
Because we have these discussions often with each other.
Okay, so I'm going to create a scenario after.
Yeah,
no,
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 no. I'll be
Yeah,
out.
after I
You
said
and
I'm
Jimmy over there.
saying after everybody goes. You cut
Yeah,
me
you
off.
and Jimmy over there.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think you and Jimmy in your heads need to calm down. But no, what I was saying about the loneliness being an epidemic and why that correlates with people's trust issues, that you, for the longest time, for like the better half of 2 years, you had to rely on somebody. We don't know who that may be. For some, that was family. For some, that was a significant other. And dealing with COVID. So some people have become dependent on that. Others, for a long time, have problems trusting people, and that's why they don't really get, the marriage rate isn't so high. Because you get into a relationship thinking one thing, but it's also a lot of misinformation out here on how people really act when you're trying to get into a relationship. So that's why that may contribute to people's loneliness. And then when you can't trust nobody, it creates a rift. And also distrust. Violent distrust.
I have a question
Let's just put it in
for the chat. Do you think adoption centers were still open during
What?
Corona? Teddy said during the pandemic, and that maybe he had Vietnam.
No, that's not even what he said.
That has nothing to do with
I
it.
think something in your mind has gone from
Matthew, were you paying attention to what Teddy said?
I was.
I need you to silence Jimmy the Demon.
What?
Yeah.
What are you
Jimmy's
talking
taking
about?
control.
But no, I agree with Teddy. The thing about it is, trust can also be a reason why people are lonely. Because the thing about it is, if you the thing about it is, if you're trustworthy and your personality is, well, possibly not perfect, but at the very least, somebody could go ahead and be like, yeah, you're good to be around. But if you're untrustworthy or your personality is just, man, I guess in other words, what interviewers say, we'll think about you.
No, but it's kind of weird because even untrustworthy people have friends. So it's kind of just you being yourself and trying to find other people that like you being yourself.
People, I could.
Oh, they're
You
laughing.
yeah,
may consider them friends. What
You're
they
lagging.
see you is an opportunity.
You're not lagging anymore.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing, though. Because that's why that's what this entire thing's about. Because the thing about it is, like Elliot just said, some people think, oh, they trust me. No, they don't. They honestly see you as, hey, I could possibly destroy you easily if you turn against me,
Well, not
or I can
necessarily
use you as a
straight to
certain
destroy,
thing.
but they definitely see you as an expendable opportunity of, well, this is a good way to get money. I know this person's reliable, or this person may trust me enough to do such and such. It's all about give. People don't really give and take. They usually just take. Untrustworthy people, that's what they do.
Okay,
Your trustworthy people, they establish trust by, okay, you, whatever I've given you in the past, whether even if it's just time, you reciprocate that time and give back to me, and that has built a rapport of trust. However, when you discourage that by being untrustworthy, or word gets back from other people that you have been untrustworthy, then people don't really mess with you like that.
Okay,
And so I wouldn't say that it would be immediately, oh, I can destroy you easily. It's really more of just, they can take advantage of you, yes, but what they give, what do they reciprocate? If they only take, then they're probably not trustworthy, because if you give them something, you can expect that you won't get it back.
Okay. It is time to share the scenario.
Oh my god.
Everybody has one.
go.
Yeah,
I didn't even get to go. Man,
Okay. If you had the choice, would you rather help your brother out with moving into his new place, or would you help your friend out who is trying to move to a new country and he needs you to help him pack things, and that would most likely take the whole day, and he needs it done by 6, otherwise he'll miss his flight and then he won't be able to go to Scotland.
So this is a whole thinking about the whole time.
This is a whole different scenario. You're pretty much going from, you gave a bunch of time, dates, you gave a bunch of specifics, and then you were like, well, you want to help your brother move, or do you want to help this person escape the country with all of his belongings and then possibly go missing because you didn't realize Jimmy was back?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure at that point
But
they will understand.
but
Hey,
after-
bro, I'm moving, but he's trying to move out of country.
So who would you help? Your friend and
I'm
Jimmy?
not gonna lie.
would most likely
I'm gonna have
take
to
all
help
your
my friend,
money out of
because
his
if he
business.
escaping the country, it's probably for a good reason.
You
And I
gonna
don't need
help.
that
You gonna
drama
help your
anywhere
friend
near me.
escape, and then you know what's gonna happen. You gonna come back to America.
No, I didn't say escape. The heck? No. If
I don't
he's
know,
escaping,
it's
I'm not helping him. I'm not becoming a part of no criminal operation.
That's a good question. It's because it goes back into, who do you trust? I didn't hear him say
Obviously, I'm
escaping
trusting
the
my brother.
country, Because if he's trying to escape the country, he's probably not
I'm not
trustworthy.
helping you. You're gonna use me as a
Okay, do you want
goddamn
another
ransom.
scenario?
Gonna tie me up somewhere.
No,
talk
it's
about
a
some
better
$5
scenario.
million.
Okay, do you want a better scenario or
No, I think that's perfect. I think this was a perfect scenario because the answer is whoever goes with the friend, you're probably that one person in a horror movie who suggested the cabin in the woods.
Yep,
Oh.
you're gonna get a text message from him. He's gonna say, "Can you help me move?" ... Smiley face. No.
Now my answer would be yes, and then I'm going to call the police.
What?
And why would you even say yeah?
What's the point of that?
You hold him hostage and ask him to give you back your money.
What?
That's a whole nother problem, Matthew.
It's weekend.
Matthew, you just tied in a hypothetical with my past hypothetical.
Papa,
What
hear
in
me
the
out.
world?
Papa, hear me out.
We should do next stream. We
Remember when
tomorrow
Jimmy
talking a whole different language that
No
nobody's
one
ever
remember Jimmy because he's in your head.
Papa,
remember,
when
it's your topic. What else did you want to talk about? Because now we have
to be quite honest, I'm just mostly yes. I don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know either. Matthew went into a whole different universe with Jimmy, and the answer apparently was Matthew trusts Jimmy so much that he will let Jimmy give him time, dates.
I think our collaboration is a bit off, and maybe this weekend we should play a game and try to work together more as a family. Because I don't know what just happened.
I just remembered.
Went into Jimmy and I
had the urge to bring up dinosaurs and meteors and diamonds.
Okay.
I think what we're going to have to do coming up is we need to start putting in the title, who proposed the idea, so that people have like a disclaimer of what to expect.
Oh yes, prepare today's.
The thing about it, let's go ahead and get back on topic. The thing about it is, working together, as we've just spoke about, is more of a question of both personality, trustworthiness, as well as the time you've known the person. Because if you don't know somebody, you can't trust them. If you don't know their personality, you can't trust them. And if you don't know if they trust you or not, you can't trust them. Because think about it like this. If somebody came up to you one day and said, I did something bad, do you really want to think, do you really trust that person?
It depends on if they're my brother or my friend. Because
if they're a part of my family, I still can't trust them because Chris is an idiot and he. Okay, I'm talking about my.
No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, can you give a disclaimer of which Chris I'm talking about, please?
Nah, it's too late.
Now some random Chris.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Will be offended, and they'll be looking for you, Matthew. They'll be looking for you.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about.
It's too late to apologize. The Chris will find you. Anyway, I think it's time that I say something because I don't know what the heck Matthew's
expound on this. Go ahead.
Wait, what were we talking about again? I think it's
we were talking about if a friend came up to you and said,
I know.
I'm about to say.
Thank God. A question. Do you think that the youth of your generation works well together?
No. They only care about cloud. And cloud is fame. If you
I think you're talking about
cloud or clouds. You think they care about clouds?
Yeah. He needs
I don't care about people, only the clouds.
How can they work better together?
Okay, let me propose this one.
I think you said enough.
We go ahead and cut Matthew off for this a little bit. So I'm gonna go first. Because to be quite honest, how can we work together better? Quite simply put, get on a common front. Figure out what you want to fight for. Figure out what you want. Because if you're just running around being like, I want such and such, but you don't know how to get it. Do you know how stupid that is? Because the thing about it is, whenever you look through history, you find out that throughout the entire time of history, whenever somebody came on TV, whenever something happened and it represented something that was not that everyone was against, they had to get someone who was eloquent. They needed to get someone who they wanted to be the face of the entire thing.
Yeah.
And then they needed to have a reason and a goal behind what they wanted.
Even your enemy can be your best friend if you're working on the same ground.
Exactly. If you both want the same thing, then the enemy
It
of my
might be
enemy
your
is my
best friend that just have a common front, and you see this oftentimes in movies, games, other scenarios of okay, do you
Yeah,
want to sit here and worry about destroying us, or do you want to actually help? Because
And
if
then-
everything is gone, you don't have anything to rule over things like that. It's about compromise, and I do
the
agree.
fear of the
You need to
person
find-
who says, "Oh no, you could go ahead, go ahead." I was just
I
gonna
don't know,
say
but-
something that you said a long time ago. Because the thing about it is, you should fear the person who says, you should fear the enemy who says, "Well, everything might be gone, but at least I would have destroyed you."
No,
You won't be
Shrek is
sitting there like,
crazy. But what I was saying is, you would have. I do agree that you would have to work together. It's more about compromise, though.
But I hate when villains just go, "Hey, let me tell you."
No, you can have
my
a common front.
my whole
You
backstory.
really
and why I
you
turned
need
evil.
a common front, because if you do not, what you often have
Yeah.
is
an incomplete story.
not a complete story, but
But
you have,
you
don't go anywhere.
collaboration and
You're
teamwork
stagnant.
doesn't just have to be based on.
and unfortunately, a
Absolutely.
lot of people in our generation are doing just like that.
yeah, they are not
Fighting
going
an,
and being
fighting an
united,
uphill
bro.
battle because they don't want to work together.
Yeah.
They'd rather be
there are
the source
the
of the
small-
problem, or not sort.
No, I
Some of
wouldn't
them.
say that. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say
not
that
source of the problem, but they would rather have the controversy rather than work towards.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that. I'm saying more of the fact that, because I agree, sometimes we're fighting uphill battle, but the thing about it is, it's not really the fact. The thing about it is the fact that we destroy that we don't know what we don't know what we need, or we can't work together. It's more the fact that you don't know how to get the goal. If you it's like a race. It's like a marathon. If you don't know how, if you have not prepped for the marathon, you do not know how to run the marathon. Do you know? Then how are you going to get to such a goal? If you want something, you need to know every single detail of how you're going to get to it. And if you're like, well, some of these details need to be patched out, at least you already have you have a plan, and you already have a plan so that you know, well, if something goes wrong, at least we could scribble this in and we could go ahead. Some of this is going to need to be improved. Some of this is already going to be fine. But if you're going to be sitting there and you're like, I don't know how we're going to get to this goal, then nobody's going to want to team up with you. It's kind of like what Matthew said with villains. Because you know why a villain tells you their entire freaking dialogue of why they're doing this? No, pretty much. That's exactly what they be doing. They're hoping that in the end they can win you over. Unless they're like, well, we're going to cut you in half. Obviously, they know that, yeah, you're not going to agree with this. But most of them are thinking, oh, I can get you to agree with me if I tell you how I was rejected by the entire world. And as a result, I now want the world to burn. Because when you're watching those movies, you see a villain. When you're in the audience and you're watching them, you're like, yeah, I would understand that. And I probably want to do that too. And that's pretty much the point. They know that, hey, I could possibly manipulate you to get into this.
What's the value of trust and working together?
Trust and working together. I should introduce this one because I trust people too much to an unhealthy degree. Except I will not trust you if you're a stranger. Do not
Go
trust.
ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Okay, what was the question again? I lost.
Why is trust? Look, Matthew. What is the value of trust in working together.
So the other person doesn't. And okay, I'll set up a scenario. So let's say you have your friend over, and you're moving
About
some
you,
stuff.
why?
You're moving some stuff in your house, and it's not Jimmy. I know.
No, we gonna skip this because you talking about moving
No,
stuff
yeah.
again.
No,
Let me say
no.
something. Because I've been very
Hold
quiet
on,
this
hold
whole
No,
time.
hold on. Let's let him. If he goes into the moving of things onto airplanes and
Okay.
stuff, that's when he will be cut down.
Okay, so you're going up your stairs. You're trying to get your new sofa put in your loft or your living room. I don't know why you would. Okay, and you have to trust the person not to just let go of the couch and drop you, whether you're going to be put under the sofa. You have to trust that person.
And why is that
Otherwise,
important?
you'll die.
Yeah, but Matthew, why is
Well,
that
it's-
important?
That's a good scenario for trying. That need that person is
Man, the
going to put a
internet's being
hole in the
out like y'all
wall,
today.
Yeah, it does.
let
No.
it go, or do something nefarious that will jeopardize the sofa and your health. So working together, there's a lot of trust that goes into working together because you need to ultimately trust that you both have the common goal to succeed. Do you think movies
Oh,
of today?
hold on. Elliot didn't go. You
No,
tried to.
just-
Oh,
just
Oh,
start.
all right. You heard him.
well,
It's
how
time
did
to
y'all?
move.
Y'all clicked on it. Do you think movies of today better encourage our generation to work together, or are the movies of yesteryear more likely to encourage working together?
Now hold on. First,
Yesteryear a word.
first,
Wait.
Mom, we gonna have
Yes.
to get all you
Oh my-
about yesteryear. I'm sorry to say, but I've never heard that word, and I'm
No, I
starting
think
to
I've
think.
heard it before. It's just very unique to you.
No, I honestly I have not.
It's really not.
Do not. I have not heard it. Yeah, I'm sure it's a word. I am 100% sure it is a word.
It is
Never heard that in my entire
the
existence.
suffix and
I think
prefix
I'm going
of
to
a
use
word.
that from now on.
What is it? What is a year? It is 12 months. Yester means the days before. So when you say yesterday, you are referring to the past day. When you say yesteryear, you are referring to the past year.
To be
We put
quite
an S
honest,
on it.
Elliot, this entire topic was about how we work together or how people in general work together. I think, to be quite honest, we're spot on this
No,
because
I think
as we have seen, we are unable to hold on to the topic because Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy is
up.
breaking us apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's focus on the top on the question Mom said. To be quite honest, no, I do not believe that the films in these coming in these last few years have actually been a more together movie thing. We see the same over.
Or movies that we're seeing.
No, because think about it like this: you see you see the protagonist. He starts going and being on his own, and then at a certain point, he makes a dumb mistake that he could have avoided, and then he's like, "Well, I got to rely on this person to."
And now he's being hunted down by the mafia.
In the past,
And his name is
Yeah, but think about it like this: if it's a stupid thing, like, well, turns out I faked being, because think about it like this: it's most of those movies are people being like, I've taken from you, and now you've abandoned me. And now I realize I actually needed you to take credit for the thing I was taking credit from you for. And you're sitting there like, sir, you shouldn't have ever took credit from this person to begin with. That was a horrible idea. Why would you try to be something that you're not? If anything, the films these days encourage people to not try to be someone they're not. Because in all honesty, that's probably the downfall of almost every single person in some movies, trying to be someone who they should not be.
For me, I would say that it depends on who's writing the story.
Yeah,
A
okay.
lot, a lot of people. For a lot of those people that write, uh, which is why writers are going on strike right now. You're not really paying them to do a very full fledged out story too well. So what we are having is you need to be able to write that makes sense and not don't make it corny. Oh, the power of friendship got us together. Well, that's great and all, but
No.
at least make it believable.
Teddy's talking without his mouth.
I'm no longer the tallest.
I told you how it's lagging. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I know. I knew you were telepathic the whole time. Anyway, I'd like
Yeah,
to
that's
say
one
something
way of working
before
together.
the stream ends, because I've only got like in 2 minutes of speaking this whole entire
Because
time.
of your last
I
topic.
forgot what I was going to say completely, but my point is, oh wait, I remember now. See, I don't think that teamwork always has to be based off of your common goal. But it's why are you looking at me?
Because I'm sitting here like you were
I don't
here the
think
whole time.
I don't think it has to be based off of a common goal that you both have. But I think it can also be off of just the want and desire to help somebody that you know. So it's not really technically a common desire you both have, but just the desire to help someone that has helped you before, because that's basically how
Yeah, I'm not saying that that's not a possibility. I'm saying, will you really trust that? Are you going to fully trust that person? Because if that person is like, "Oh, you trusted me," bad move, bro.
Millennial
You're gonna be in a bad situation.
hashtag that. Yesteryear is a great example of showing trust that people are using real words. Yes, because let's face it, a lot of people who use a lot of jargon instead of putting the actual words of what they mean, they want to use
Cap.
what?
That's what.
Oh, I'm getting old.
They want to use abbreviations,
Oh, abbreviations.
which are just the words for that. I don't know. I don't know what you said. Yes, there it is. Millennial antiques.
Oh man, I'm getting old apparently, because I remember the times when we had abbreviations
but
that made
sometimes
sense.
folks lose the meaning. That often happens, and then you can't really trust what is a real word or what people are saying on the internet, which you probably shouldn't anyway. If you're
You
trusting,
shouldn't trust. Now that's a whole other topic, because you really shouldn't trust nothing you see on the internet unless it's made by somebody who actually has done something. If it's on Google Scholar or something, and you're able to honestly verify the source, trust that.
or
don't
if
really
the
completely
person
trust
is
it.
providing you sources. If the person is providing you a source, then yes, at least go and study it for yourself so that you can either challenge their opinion or you can understand better of what they were talking about.
So,
Being
yeah.
blindly just going along with things,
Can
there
lead to problems.
So you're telling me I shouldn't
catastrophic
trust.
results.
So you're telling me I shouldn't trust Jimmy and his sites that he gives me.
You should absolutely not trust Jimmy. He
Yeah,
told
'cause
you
he
meet
was
him
made
in
up in your
Mexico
head.
at 6
Your
a.m.
head is not twisted on. I don't know what y'all just said.
We're
Oh
gonna
my god!
what did he do?
Oh my god! What just happened to the mic?
Oh my god.
What just happened to
We
the mic?
just had some real hilarious technical difficulties over here, apparently. Apparently, we're so off topic that our microphone decided to completely cut itself off.
Well, there's been a lot of movies that are sequels, prequels, etc. A lot of uniqueness lacking the overall. So much so, AI is writing better papers, songs, and maybe movies now.
They need to write movies, please.
The AI just goes off of other things that are out there. It just scrubs the web for, oh, this was a screenplay that was written. Let's do this.
Absolutely.
So then what happens is that you fall for a lot of cliches of that nobody really wants to see, or everybody sees coming a mile away, and it's like, is it worth watching?
I don't want to trust
I don't know
That's
about
scary.
anybody else, but when I watch a movie, I like to be surprised and not
This
in a
was
hor-
the ending to Shrek.
not in a horrible way of you misadvertised everything. Surprise.
This was named.
No, don't even.
But to be fair, I would
Well-
like to see what an AI could come up with, because think about it. An AI could come up with plot twists that you may never see. Because think about it like this: in some murder mysteries, the culprit always has to be close to the victim. But if you go like, but if an AI writes it, it's like, well, the person who actually committed the crime didn't know the victim at all. In fact, he was the dude who
I'm turning off.
No, think about it. If the AI is like the culprit of this murder was the person who opened the door for you in the beginning, and you're just like,
it's called. I'm turning off the movie. If there's no clear
no.
signs like he was holding a knife in his handkerchief pocket or something. No, we aren't doing that.
I'm gonna give water a splash water on AI if they do that.
But think about it, man. Isn't it? Because think about it like this. For the most part, it's always somewhat predictable. But because whenever somebody's like, why did you do it? Was it for the money? They're always like, no, it wasn't for the money. It was personal. But if somebody's just like, yeah, it was for the money.
No, it would have been. What would be cool? Because since AI is pretty smart, if the narrator did it.
Actually, that would be pretty interesting. Those are some ideas, though.
No, if the writer did it.
Now on to the real questions before the show.
No,
Can you trust AI?
I told someone I don't indulge in embriation.
What
I
is
cannot
that?
spell words right now. I'm sorry. And he was lost. Embryonic. This thing is lagging really bad now. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, today is not a very good day for technical.
Now, all I can
Well,
see is
AI's
Dad's face and
just
everything's blank.
That's a pretty nice. That's pretty nice for y'all.
Can y'all
Today
see?
you have been, well, yeah.
Oh,
To be fair,
today you have been effusive, jabbering, blathering, clattering, and bullish. Your parents have words for you. I have words for you too. So I think I need to take over topics for a while. I had notes that.
yeah.
You
The
even
thing
get
about
to-
it was, originally this was supposed to be about working together, and technically we just showed through this that
We
working
are
together.
great to work at working.
Yeah.
No, because we can work together pretty fine.
We did
This is
stay on
just
the
Yeah,
not a
line.
good example.
Yeah, if anything, this was not a very good example for working together. But then again, this is actually what we do on a
Yeah, they often have.
Yeah,
a
we
lot to
just
say.
yeah, this is
I
what
think
we
our-
do
in
on
our
a common
minds that-
basis.
that don't really.
Because these are
mean
conversations that we have in the house. Whenever we're like, well, I have an idea. You know what happens? We go from talking about a movie we liked to a meme to does the universe spiral around us to are we the protagonists of our own lives, or is Jacob over there supposed to be the actual person?
No, I think y'all.
Is Jimmy a real person? Do I have to be
Me.
Jimmy?
Probably not.
Why is
No,
Because
to
I don't
be
know
quite
why
honest,
Jimmy would
Jimmy-
But
be
I'm
in
more
that.
happy about
Jimmy
this
only
because of the
exists in
fact
your
that
mind.
it shows that
That's what
we
you say.
we don't really work. We don't work together in some cases fairly well, but to be honest, we were able to show on this that for the most part we can stay on topic. We can go ahead and focus a bit.
Hello, Ezra.
Hey,
Hello,
A new
Israel.
per-
Oh,
a new
hello.
face.
we're able to show that we work.
Mistake number one, Papa. We don't know that.
Nice
girl.
Shiva
We
profile.
don't know what he doing.
One of the
Yeah, technical
Another-
difficulties.
Oh my,
Hold on.
yeah. Oh, and it's
I
back.
didn't know what's going on with the internet.
Oh god.
I remember
You
that.
need some help.
Oh, God.
Technical
Y'all need
difficulties
Jesus.
are off the chain.
Yeah,
I don't know if
we're
it's.
having a bit of issues.
You know what
over
we
here.
can blame? I know what we can blame
Oh my
now.
God,
All
it
the
says-
working together problems. It's the internet.
Yeah, we need to work together and fight the internet. Yeah.
You sure can join into the conversation. That it's an
Yeah.
interactive.
Yeah.
We're all here to be interactive.
No
We
matter
didn't-
how off topic we may be.
Yeah.
You weren't off topic. Y'all went into working together. It's just what y'all were working together on. I have no idea.
Well,
Okay. See you next week, boys. Thanks for the laughs.
yeah, it's been an entire hour.
Shoot. It's been our hour.
So I guess it's time to start. I guess it's time for one last question for everybody here. How, on a rating of one being the worst possible collaboration of thoughts you've ever seen, to 100 being, man, I would love to see this next week. How good do you think this? How good do you think we all work together? Everybody here can answer as well. Teddy, Elliot, Matthew, y'all can go ahead and rate that as well.
I still say 7 because I work great with anybody. That other 3%, that depends on the other people.
Matthew,
I feel like I'm
Next week we will.
I
play
feel like I'm a 50 because
yeah, sure. That's exactly what
Just
you
cute.
I
say.
work together with
No,
So I can start dancing.
Because as Dad just mentioned there, next week we are going to be doing something completely different. We're going to be playing an actual game that will make it so that we don't go off topic like this for at least a little bit.
Yes. We would have to vet you. So send us an email via the Erudition Generation or ekphil at comcast.net. And we'll see you through, and you can join us live. We always encourage people to join live, and as well as do comments. So just comment what you have to say.
Okay, like,
But
share, subscribe.
unfortunately,
and
it's been past our hour, so we
Yeah.
have to get out of here tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Why did I say?
Yes,
Yeah,
next
no.
week.
Next
week we'll be playing a game. And
Yes, we're trying to think of. We'll be playing
us.
a trivia game.
We'll be playing a game. You know what that means? Cue the jazz.
5. All right,
hold on, I
people.
need to say something.
Up. Come on, Matthew. Go ahead.
Okay, like, share, and subscribe.
I already said that.
And
You know what that
If
means?
you want, you can
Again.
donate to us via the thing down here.
Cool.
Yes,
Yeah, I ain't moving.
our banner runs through the downs. If you want to support us with cash, it's time to get out of here. You are going over 3 minutes. Come on.
Now cue that sweet jazz.
Yes.
Yeah. Peace out, people.
Yeah.